Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nahashon and today's video is something I've been planning for so many years. I think the first time I talked about traveling to Mandera was way back, I think in 2012. I will show a screenshot of that, like I just wrote it I think on Twitter, then completely forgot about it. But I have always wanted to do the Northeastern Kenya trip, going all the way to Mandera there. I think Mandera is the farthest town in Kenya, right? And yeah, so finally that day has come. I know several people are complaining that when I did the epic trip around Kenya, I didn't go to Northeastern Kenya. But unfortunately, it's really hard to go to such places with foreigners, because sometimes even maybe people just want to go, but the car hire company is going to tell you we are not going to cover the car. If anything happens when you go there, so you'll be responsible. And also insurance. Yeah, so the insurance companies, when most foreigners come, they have travel insurance and they will most likely refuse to cover you in case anything happens when you're in places where they don't recommend. So that's why I didn't do Northeastern Kenya. But finally, I have the chance, I have the opportunity. I was just thinking about it and I was like, nah, it's enough planning. Like, let me just go and do it and see whatever happens. So well, right now I'm still in my house, but from tomorrow, that's when the journey begins, all the way from Isiolo, then just, hitchhiking or backpacking. I have not even decided which side I'm going to start with. I don't know if I should start with Garissa, then go all the way to Mandera, then turn around using Moyale, or should I start with Isiolo all the way to Moyale, then Mandera. I guess I will decide that tomorrow morning when I wake up. So yeah, join me in this, hopefully, epic Northeastern Kenya trip. Good morning. It's 5:20 a.m. in the morning. There's no electricity in my house, so yeah, yesterday it rained heavily. I can't even do a tour of what my bags looks like. Oh wait, I think I can. Let me just show you. Yes, that is the bag that I'm using to travel for the next 5 days, I think. Yes, let's start the day by going to Eastleigh to see if I can find a bus that goes all the way to Isiolo. So for now, goodbye to my bed and to all my mosquitoes. We will meet again. Yeah. I have just arrived in Eastleigh and I want to look for the buses that go to Isiolo, and I honestly don't know where you get them. So in front of me is Ryan, which goes to Garissa. Yeah, these ones go to Garissa, but I want the ones that go to maybe Marsabit or Mandera. So let's walk around and try find them. Oh man, these roads look terrible. Look at that. Jeez. Who is the area MP?
Boss, niaje? Gari za Isiolo zinaweza patikana wapi?
Isiolo. Unaona ile ghorofa white?
Oh, huko.
Ile niko na tangi mbili. Ile ghorofa white.
Huko.
Ile niko na tangi mbili.
Oh, yeah.
Nyuma yake hivi. Kwa hiyo
Oh.
kuna kitu kinapangana hapo.
Sawa, asante.
Yes, early morning walk in mud. Let's find the Isiolo buses. It's very, very cold and the rainy season is here. Luckily, I'm going to an area where it's very hot, so I'm even just wearing shorts. Yeah, I think that's how I travel. I always wear shorts. I'm being told the first bus that goes to Isiolo leaves Eastleigh 10 a.m. It's 7 a.m. I can't wait for 3 hours. So let me try this one bus that goes to Marsabit. Isiolo?
Utapata. Tuongea naye.
Ni how much? 800. Inatoka saa ngapi? It's extremely loud. Let me show you the bus that I'm traveling with. That's the bus. It's a Nairobi to Marsabit bus, but I'm going to reach Isiolo first. Let us go and see what inside the bus looks like. The bus has security. Look at that. Kuna chai? Niweke. The tea is so good. I have the worst seat in that bus. Back bench sitting in the middle. Yeah. It's going to be a long journey. Perfect. Habari? Ini nini? Eh? Ni how much? Shika. Nachukua hiyo moja. We are making a quick pee stop. Yeah, I was so super pressed. And there's no toilet here, so people are just going right behind those bushes. So yeah, that's the situation. The journey continues, maybe another 1 hour 30 minutes before we arrive at the location. So roughly 150 kilometers. Yes. Let me go back to the bus and sit. Isiolo, and there's a police check being done. All cars. So you're lighted from the bus. Now we have to isolate here. That's where the bus is. You're searching all cars. You have to alight, show your national ID or passport, then you move on. I just arrived in Isiolo. I'm walking towards a hotel to check the prices. If it's fine, I'm going to go there. If not, I'm going to walk around more, look for something cheaper. I don't want to spend more than 2,000. That is my budget for sleeping for today. So this is what the hotel looks like. I just saw like a poster while walking along the road and then decided to book it. This is the room, and this is what the room looks like. It has this huge bed. I have put my things here, and there's a TV. It's a basic hot shower in Isiolo. Yeah, at night it gets very cold. Toilet, and then there's the chairs. There's only one huge design floor. Where these tables are, there are no sockets. So since there are two tables on both sides of the bed, I've decided to put one here so that I can work while looking at myself. That has been a long journey. Just to recap, we left Nairobi exactly 8:10 a.m. and we've arrived in Isiolo, I think I can say 2 p.m. So that is how many hours? 6 hours, yeah? So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chill here for like an hour. Let me see, it's almost 3. So I'm going to chill here for an hour, then I'm going to take a motorbike, just look for one motorbike guy and then tell him to move around, like just drive me around so that I can get shots of the town, you know, just like an easy hack instead of walking, just an easy quick way of viewing the whole town. I'm thinking of going all the way to the Isiolo airport. I'm still debating if I should do that. That bus was a bit troublesome because I was seated at the last backbench row, and then every time it hits a pothole or a bump, you're being thrown up. So I just feel tired. I think even my backbone is now my chest bone or something. So yeah, I need to rest for like an hour, then let's hit the road. So see you in a bit. Oh, I think that's enough chilling now. Let's go and check out Isiolo town. Oh, by the way, this hotel room costs 1,300 shillings. I don't think I mentioned that. Yeah, 1,300 shillings. So that is like 13 USD. So yeah, it's fine. Yeah, let's see if we can get a border, then just try and move around. And oh, one other thing, Nairobi is very cold and here it's so hot. Like I think the temperature is like 28 degrees. So a much needed break from the cold that was in Nairobi.
Umekuja Isiolo tena? Umekuja Isiolo tena?
Nimekuja mara mbili. Ni venye sijawahi zunguka, mufika tu naingia hoteli kani nimetoka.
Kabla kidogo sienda.
Ndio sasa leo nimeacha nizunguke.
Vizuri, unajua vizuri juu area.
Airport. So here it doesn't function. You can't even land a private plane. Only used with military. While exploring Isiolo town, I found myself in the middle of a river. That is a collapsed bridge. A seasonal river, yes. So I think the bridge was washed away because of, maybe heavy rainfall. And I've been going around. I took a border guy, so he has just been showing me around Isiolo town. And it's a small town, it's not that huge because it's a transit town. So because it's a transit town, it doesn't have like so many people, because people usually come here, then they go to another place. For example, there's like a million things you can do here in Isiolo because there are so many national parks just close to it, and also national reserves. There's the Buffalo Springs, there's the Samburu Reserve, there's the which other one? So many other private reserves around, and also Nanyuki is not so far away, so you can go all the way down to Lewa, you can go all the way to Ngarindare. And even Achas Post is just close by where River Wasonyiro is passing. So if you're in Isiolo, you can't say that you don't have anything to do in Isiolo. There's like a million things. But also Isiolo has like these dark past, which is also similar to almost all other NorthEastearn Kenyan counties or region. Because just a brief history, in the 1960s, just after gaining independence, the NorthEastearn region was supposed to go back to Somalia because most people are Somalis. So it was more logical. Even I think they did a survey and those people wanted to go back to Somalia. But then the Kenyan government, after independence, decided, we're just going to keep it after the British, left. So that led to massacres. There has been 4 major massacres in Kenya, and 3 of them have happened in NorthEastearn. So that is something to think about. And 1960 is not that so far away, because it means your grandparents were most likely alive at that time. And people were put in concentration camps, and then more than 3,000 people died during that time. So it's a tragic thing, and unfortunately a lot of NorthEastearn Kenya, that is the story all around, people being killed and all that. 3,000 people is a lot of people. Like, that is so many people, if you can try and just imagine of that number. So that is the dark past of Isiolo. But most of the people then had to move away from pastoralism to something else. So I've explored this area. I think I'm going to go back to the hotel, then I'm going to go look for food first, then go to the hotel. And that's it, I think, for today. Waiting for tomorrow, going all the way back to, not all the way back to, but rather going further north to Marsabit. Marsabit or Marsabit? Is the R silent? I have no idea. So that has been it. I don't know if I'll talk again later. I'm not sure. But if not, see you again tomorrow while we head to Marsabit.
Kuna picha zote, karibia Kasoa, tuchagulie simu kwa bei nafuu kabisa. Kuanzia 1,000 utajipatia simu iliyo maridadi kabisa.
Oh man, I am so tired. I got back in the hotel room maybe around 7 p.m. Tomorrow we continue up north. I don't know if I'm going to spend the day in Mandera, no, not Mandera, in Marsabit or in Moyale. I don't know. So my plan is to wake up tomorrow very early in the morning by 6 a.m. By 6 a.m. I want to be at the stage so that I can get a matatu. There are no buses going to Marsabit that early. So I need to be at that stage by 6 a.m. so that I can get a matatu. Hopefully 3 hours, maybe 4 hours, I reach Marsabit. So that will be 10 p.m., right? 10 a.m. Then spend maybe 2 hours maximum walking around Marsabit. If I can manage to do that, then I think I'm going to just take another matatu or bus and go straight to Moyale so that I can spend the night in Moyale instead of spending it in Marsabit. Because once I reach Marsabit and I check out the town, I don't think there's any need for me to continue sitting in Marsabit. So that's how my line of thoughts on how to go about tomorrow. So I've tried to edit the video a bit. I'm just going to sleep, and basically that has been it for day 1. So see you tomorrow, day 2. Until then, stay safe.